What are we going to do if my husband finds out you are the father of the baby? Idris tiptoed quietly into the room reserved for his new wife, who everyone knew as their housemaid. The time is around 10 p.m. in the night, and Stella had slept off. He left Stella in the bedroom and went in to spend some time with the housemaid. The housemaid was very beautiful, a well-cultured lady. She has a clay-colored skin that shines brightly like the early morning sun. Each time Idris sees her, his heart rumbles with unquenchable joy. He finally found happiness after many months of silent sorrow, which he had seen in the hands of Stella, his first wife. He gently opened the housemaid's room and entered. Idris had instructed her to always keep her room open so that each time he comes, he would enter without knocking or difficulties. Good evening, my dear husband. I'm happy to see you tonight. I have been waiting for you and wondering if you were not going to come to my room this night. My co-wife has been the only person who has been enjoying your patronage all this while. She was begging for intimacy with her husband. You have to understand that you now have two wives. You have to share your time equally with us. I missed you, the housemaid said as she hugged Idris tightly. She served him okra soup, which she had cooked separately earlier that evening. I'm not even dividing my time between the two of you. My time is for you and you alone. No one else can enjoy my time except you. I was just waiting for the right time. I was just waiting for Stella to fall asleep so that I can leave the bedroom quietly and she will not notice. It was not as if I did not want to come. If I don't come to your room, where else would I want to be if not here? I truly love you, Idris said as he sat down and quickly washed his hands to start eating his food. I understand, my love. To me, it is only when you come to my room that I have the opportunity to serve you food as my husband. I will always cook different food for you so that I will have the satisfaction of serving my husband in this house. I hope you like the okra soup, the housemaid asked as she held Idris' shoulder while he was busy swallowing balls upon balls of fufu. This is the best food I have eaten today. The okra soup is fantastic and sweet. I absolutely love it. When I finish, I will also eat the other food. I hope you are ready for me, Idris asked with laughter. Yes, I am ready for whatever you want tonight, the housemaid said. Idris had quickly realized that his love-making with the housemaid was usually more passionate than when he makes love to Stella. Gradually, his mind shifts from Stella. He no longer sees her as his wife, and he also no longer cares if she decides to leave the house to visit Abel anytime she wants. You are so sweet. I found peace of mind and happiness the day you entered my house. I'm so happy I decided to get married to you. I was sad and miserable before your arrival. You have come to restore my happiness. I will forever love and cherish you, Idris said when he finished making love with her. I love you too, my darling. I will forever be loyal to you. I will honor you as my king and the man of the house. No one else can ever take your place or your space in my heart, the housemaid said. Soon, Idris left the room around 12 a.m. and went back to be with Stella. Where have you been? I have been looking for you, Stella asked when Idris went back to bed. I was doing some work in my study. I have some papers to submit to work tomorrow. I don't want to miss the deadline. That's why I went to do it this night. But I'm here for you now, my love. How is the baby doing? Has it been kicking you this night? Idris asked as he touched Stella's growing tummy. The baby has been disturbing me. I have not been able to sleep, Stella said. So sorry to hear that, Idris replied. The next day, after Idris had gone to work, Stella went to Abel's house to spend some time there. She now has a spare key to Abel's house, and even Abel has bought a new car and hired a driver to drive Stella to anywhere she wants every day. When her husband goes to work, she calls the driver to come and pick her and take her to Abel's house, where she would spend the rest of the day. She had always told the housemaid she was going to see a friend, or she was going for antenatal visits at the hospital. The housemaid does not bother to ask too many questions. Stella's pregnancy is now big. Her expected delivery date is drawing very near. Her fear is that she would give birth to a white baby. She was beginning to wonder how she and Abel would handle the situation. What are we going to do if my husband finds out you are the father of the baby? Because if you are the father, the baby will come out with a white skin, and there will be no way to deny. What is your plan? Stella asked Abel when he came back from work that evening.
There's no need to worry. I will take care of things. If the baby is really my baby, I will handle things properly. I have told you not to worry yourself. Just give birth first. If I'm the father of the baby, I will take responsibility and stand firm.
Abel said, "How are you going to handle my husband? Because he would be furious," Stella asked. "Leave everything to me," Abel said. 1 week to Stella's expected delivery date, Abel told her something she never expected would happen. She visited him one Saturday evening to cool off in his house when he broke the news that effectively ruined our weekend. "I have been transferred to the UK to take over our London branch. I will become the branch CEO in London. I'm moving tomorrow so that I will resume work on Monday because the position is currently vacant," Abel said while hugging Stella when she arrived in his house. She dropped her bag and started looking at Abel with surprise written all over her face. "Are you serious or you are joking?" Stella asked tearfully. She could not believe what she heard and had to reconfirm to be sure she heard properly. "Yes, I'm very serious. I have been transferred to London as the CEO of our branch there. I have been promoted because the branch we have in London is the biggest in the world. Are you not happy for me? You should be, because this means a lot for my career," Abel said while trying to touch Stella in a romantic way. "What did you say? I should be happy for you. Why should I be happy for you? Why do you think I should roll out the drums and start celebrating because you have been transferred out of the country? Why should I be happy?" Stella asked while ranting like an injured dog. "You should be happy for me because I am your love, and certainly you want the best for me. Don't you want me to move forward in my career? Don't you wish me well? I have been elevated to a higher position and you are acting up as if you don't have my good interest at heart. Were you not wishing me well?" Abel asked while rushing to the refrigerator to grab a bottle of wine to use and celebrate the new position. He also brought out a letter of appointment given to him by the company and showed it to Stella. "Are you going to accept the appointment?" Stella asked after reading the letter of appointment and seeing that it means Abel would permanently stay in the UK with very little prospect of ever returning to Nigeria. "Are you going to accept the appointment?" Stella asked again with a more serious voice. "I don't understand your question. Do you want me to reject it?" Abel asked while pouring wine into 2 glasses of cups he had brought out. "Yes, you should reject it because of me. I'm pregnant for you, Abel, and you cannot leave me here and move to the UK. Don't you get it?" Stella asked with anger. She refused to collect the cup of wine offered to her by Abel. What? So you don't wish me well in my career? Oh, now I get what your anger is all about. You want me to reject a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity in this job. Not many people make it to the position of branch manager. A branch as big and lucrative as London. You want me to reject it? I think the pregnancy has made you a bit mentally ill. How can you be making such a wicked suggestion? Abel asked while gently sipping from his cup of wine. He finished his own cup of wine and also drank the one Stella rejected. You should reject it because you are going to be a father soon and you can't leave your baby in Nigeria and relocate to the UK. Who are you leaving the responsibility for? Who will take care of the baby? You have to reject the appointment. You are going nowhere. You will stay here and take care of the mess you created. Stella kept asking questions upon questions, but Abel insisted that he would never reject the appointment he got in London. What do you mean when you say I must take care of the mess I created? You are making it sound as if I have created any problems for you. I thought you were going to celebrate with me, but it is now very clear you are not happy. What mess did I create? You were the one who offered yourself to me. I never forced you. Did I force you? Abel asked while pouring wine for himself. He took a sip from the cup and listened to Stella's next rant. I mean, you got me pregnant and your baby is lodged in my womb. And someone has to take responsibility. You are the father of this child and you can't just relocate to London. Stella's voice was getting emotional and she was about to start crying. Who told you I'm the father of the baby? Who told you I got you pregnant? How do you know I was the one who got you pregnant? You have to calm down so that we can handle this situation wisely. The way you are going about it will only bring trouble for you. Why are you so sure that I'm the father of that baby? Abel asked sarcastically, as if he doesn't even care about the tears which had started pouring from Stella's eyes. I'm sure because you have been having sexual intercourse with me endlessly. I can't even remember when last I did it with my husband. It has been you for the past 10 months. Why are you denying me now? I thought you accepted this baby the day I told you I was pregnant. Why are you rejecting the child now? Stella asked. She was weeping sorrowfully. I didn't accept any child. What I said was that if the baby is born and it is confirmed that it is mine, I will take the child as mine. The baby is not born yet, so I don't know if it belongs to me or your husband. You are a married woman, Stella, and I think you should go home and be with your husband. As for me, my load is already packed and I'm flying out of this country tomorrow, Abel said as he left the scene. Stella went home with a sorrowful heart. When she got home, she saw the whole house scattered. What is going on here? Stella asked the men who were moving items up and down the living room. Your husband has been promoted to the position of branch manager. He is now the one who will take over Abel's position as Abel has been transferred to London. Your family is moving to a new house, the house Abel used to live in. Abel must have moved out by now. It's company house and it has been given to your husband as the new branch manager in Nigeria. A man said to Stella, "My God, so I'm going to live in Abel's house with my husband. How am I going to deal with all the dirty memories I created in that house?" Stella asked herself as she crashed into one of the chairs in tears. She went into labor and she was rushed to the hospital to give birth. It took almost 24 hours before Stella gave birth to her baby. It was very difficult for her since it was her first baby. She remained in the labor room until 6 p.m. the next day. At some point, the nurses asked her to walk around the hospital premises to ease the pain and to make the baby come fast. At about 7 p.m., Stella's baby arrived. Idris was outside the labor room waiting. After the baby came out, Stella was too tired to stand up or to even look to see the face of the baby. She doesn't know if the baby was black or white. She just lay there catching her breath as the nurses bathed the baby and wore her clothes. It was a baby girl. When the nurses were done, they brought the child outside the labor room and handed her over to Idris. "Yes, your baby girl, sir. Congratulations," one of the nurses said as Idris took the child from her. "Thanks very much," Idris said. He held the baby gently like a fragile egg. He sat in a chair under a very bright light. It was already nightfall, so he needed light to see the baby's face properly. He told himself he would not celebrate until he was sure the baby was biologically his. Immediately he looked at the child's face. Idris saw that the child was half caste. She was white, just that she took a bit of black skin from Stella, her mother. Her hair was coily and long, right from birth. Even from the child's face, it was clear to Idris that the child was not his own. Abel got my wife pregnant, and now he has been transferred out of Nigeria. Well, thanks to God that I took the decision to get married to another woman. I'm not in a disadvantaged position, Idris said. The next morning, Idris took Stella home without making any mention of the fact that her baby was white. He acted as if everything was normal. He even went shopping himself and purchased a lot of nice baby items for the newborn child. The baby looked so beautiful, and it broke Idris' heart that the child doesn't belong to him. Stella gradually recovered from the pain of childbirth and regained her abilities. She was still heartbroken that Abel left her alone when she needed him the most.